I'm going to cover Highlevel's AI employee structure. Now, a lot of people have questions regarding AI employee. It's a term nowadays. It's often used just throughout social media, and you might hear it just on postings. But what actually is AI employee, specifically inside of Highlevel? What makes up the AI employee stack or tech stack, if you will? So AI employee is something that actually was created back in October 24. Whenever Highlevel had their yearly event, they kept coming out with all of their AI tools, and eventually they needed to encompass all of these AI tools into a common sort of umbrella, if you will. So that's how they created the AI employee. And whenever they did that, they began moving all of the components that you see here under the AI employee umbrella and offering it just as an AI employee service. Some people think that it's a part of Highlevel, and it is a part of Highlevel, but it's something that's not free. You do have to pay for each and one of these components on top of the other email, phone call, text services, things like that, that these services may end up using. But to get back to AI employee, there are 7 components of the AI employee system, and you see them all here. We have voice AI, funnel and website AI, reviews AI, conversation AI, content AI, workflow AI, and ask AI. Now, all of these do specific things. Now, I'm not going to dive incredibly into detail in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover what each one of these components do and doesn't do, as well as where do you find it inside of Highlevel, because this is just strictly educational only. So I just want to make sure that people understand what AI employee is, which component would you use in certain circumstances, and where do you find it inside of Highlevel to be able to configure it. That thing I think is very valuable. So let's hop into it. Number 1, and by the way, these 1, 2, 3, 4, I actually had this graphic created using AI, no less, but these are not in any particular order. The numbering of this doesn't really mean anything. But bottom line, these are the 7 components that make up AI employee currently. So again, number 1, voice AI. Voice AI specifically deals with inbound and outbound phone calls. So that's it. Phone calls is where voice AI handles things. Inbound, outbound, its purpose, answer questions, gather lead information, book appointments. Now, it can also do more advanced functions. It can do call transfers. It can send emails, SMS messages during the call in case you want to give people information in real time. It can execute workflows. It can do things like that. But the voice AI system is one of the main components that people are selling inside of Highlevel to solve small business problems. Just a quick statistic, 62% of all inbound calls that go into a business do not get answered or even returned. This is where the voice AI system can be implemented, turned on, and once it is turned on, now you will have 24/7 call response to all inbound calls that are coming into that particular business. Again, it will answer questions, gather lead information, and book appointments. All of that is done using voice AI. Now, next one is going to be funnel and website AI. But if you ever deal with funnels or you want to build a website for a client, there are AI systems that you can execute inside of Highlevel that you can specify like what business is in, what profession, what do you want to do on the website, who you're looking to attract. There are step-by-step instructions that you can use to create these, or you can actually just copy and paste a big prompt. If you're a prompt builder, you can use ChatGPT, Claude, or something like that to build a prompt to build a website, and just copy and paste the prompt inside of this tool, and it will actually create the website for you without you having to go through and manually create website, then create page, then add all the sections and build all the components. Rather than doing all of that manually, you can just have the AI build you a page, and then that page could get you 70, 80, even 90% of the way there. Just customize it a little bit for that particular client and you're good to go. The funnel AI is just strictly for that. It builds funnels and builds websites. Now it can also go through and update and edit funnels or websites. So if you already have a funnel or website built and you want to update it, you could just use the AI to say, update this, change this, add these components to the website. And that's another cool thing too, because you can really make this process much faster and quicker and more profitable if you sell websites and funnels. Number 3, reviews AI. Now, Highlevel has an entire reputation management Google review automation system built into it. The reviews AI piece really is focused on when somebody leaves you a review, the Google reviews AI will actually respond to that review, given certain kind of conditions, depending on what star rating it is, depending upon some other factors that you can configure, you can actually have it automatically respond. Now, this solves 2 main problems. Number 1, you're actually responding to the customer, meaning you're using the Google business profile interface, which Google likes. one thing that is going to pull you down in your ranking on Google is if you start getting 10, 50, 100, 500 reviews and you never respond to any of those reviews. That just simply lets Google know that you're not using their platform, and that's going to cost you in your rankings. So just make sure you understand that. Number two, if you're a service-based business and you do, let's just say 4 or 5 calls a day, maybe you might have technicians and you might do 10, 20, 30 calls a day. That could be a lot of reviews that you get every week. So again, 10 per day, that's 50 a week. Let's just say you get half those people in reviews. That's 25 reviews every week that you have to manually sit back, write, and respond to. That could take a lot of time. So rather than spending the time doing that, the time saver is having Google generate an AI response. And the cool thing is that there are several different responses and tonality that you can adjust so that it's not the same tone, it's not the same message on every response. It's actually like you're getting a response from different people because the tone on the responses changes. But it still personalizes that to the person who left you the review. It'll respond back to them. It'll have a personal message. It's just going to be a little bit different. So it doesn't seem so robotic. So that's what Reviews AI does. Conversation AI is where all of the website chat widget, the AI bots that you put up on websites, all of that communication goes to Conversation AI, all SMS messages, all, again, whether you've got 2 different types of messages, you've got the SMS chat, the default where you put in your name and what's the reason you're contacting for and things like that. But now you also have the live chat widget that Conversation AI can handle that as well. It also handles emails coming in. It can handle WhatsApp messages that comes into your business if you're dealing with WhatsApp. It also handles all of your Facebook Messenger and your Instagram DMs. All of that communication flows into the Conversation AI and then in turn gets responded to. So that right there is a very important piece because Voice AI, again, just handles phone calls, where Conversation AI probably handles 6 or 7 different things depending upon what you've got configured. So that's where a main communication hub. So if you're going to get something configured, that Conversation AI really, in my opinion, is a really cool piece because that handles a lot of the communication that can handle in your business. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you in here that's pretty cool, something called knowledge bases. Now, knowledge bases isn't a component of AI Employee directly. It really is more of a side feature on how you actually train the AI, whether it be your voice AI bot or Conversation AI bot, things like that. How do you train that AI brain, if you will, to respond depending upon the business that you're in? So if you're an electrician, if you're a roofer, whatever it is, or you're a dentist, you're going to actually have to train that AI on how to answer and respond to questions for that particular industry. You do that through the way of knowledge base. Knowledge base is just a way for you to add files. You can upload a bunch of frequently asked questions. You can have information. It can go out and actually scan websites for frequently asked questions and learn from there. But there's multiple different ways you can program it. But the cool thing is the knowledge base in Conversation AI can be the same knowledge base that the voice AI uses, which means that both of the brains, if that makes sense, are on the same page. So you're going to get a very similar response, whether somebody calls, goes to the website using the live chat widget, texts your phone number directly, or comes in through Facebook Messenger. I think that's pretty cool because it keeps consistency throughout your entire business or your client's business. Now, the next thing is Content AI. This is really good if you're a social media manager, content creator, blogger, or if you're looking to have some help with creating funnel copies, website images, things like that. So Content AI can put in there, and I'll show you where that is as well. But you can actually have text created on this. You can have images created using the Content AI. All of those are different features that you can use throughout the different parts of Highlevel. But you do have to know where you're looking for, because in the blogging area, it's under a certain menu. Under the social media area, the social planner, it's in a different area. If you're using let's just say your media storage device, you can create it directly for media storage, but now it's in a different location. So you just kind of have to know what to look for, but the Content AI is always there for you. And again, all of these features do cost individual money every time you use them. Now, if you do buy the AI Employee Unlimited package, which by the way, at the time of this is $97 a month. So for $97, you get all of this unlimited, which is well worth it if you're using the voice AI, because voice AI is the one that's kind of pricey. Conversation is the next priciest, but some of these other ones can be quite pricey. And if you're getting 20, 30, 40 phone calls a week, and those phone calls last 5 minutes a piece, it's well going to be worth your time to sit back and buy the unlimited package to save your client money, because you could end up spending more money by doing the pay-as-you-go than if you would buy an unlimited plan. So the next thing is Workflow AI. Workflows are the key part. They are the automation behind Highlevel. Now, one of the things that people struggle with workflows is it does take some design ability to build it. Workflows have triggers, meaning how do I start the workflow? What condition has to be met in order for this workflow to start? Something like somebody fills out a form on the website or somebody schedules an appointment. These are common triggers that happen. And then once that happens, then you can have actions underneath that particular trigger that will execute and run your series of logic is what's supposed to happen when that event occurs. So this right here is where Workflow AI can help you out in two ways. Number one, you could tell it what you're looking to build. Say, I'm looking to build a lead follow-up system that's going to send 10 emails after somebody fills out a form. You can do all of that, and it will actually build out the entire sequence, which is a really good time saver, by the way. You can do it manually, but if you sit back and have Workflow AI do it, it can build all of the action steps for you and save you a lot of time, especially if you have long email sequences, because sometimes building out the actual action of email sending and then the wait steps can actually take quite a bit of time to build that out initially. So again, that's one thing that you can do with Workflow AI. Another cool thing is using the Workflow AI assistant. So sometimes if you get a workflow, maybe if you sign up for Highlevel and you do an affiliate, let's just say you get an automation from one of my snapshots and you start wanting to look through it and it looks rather complicated. And rather than going through and looking at all the complications, you just sit back and ask yourself or ask the workflow assistant, hey, what does this workflow actually do? And it'll actually go through and scan the workflow and break it down in layman's terms. That way it helps you out without you having to sit back and spend a lot of time analyzing what the workflow does. So that's some pretty cool things that you can actually do inside of the Workflow AI. Now, Ask AI. Ask AI is really growing inside of Highlevel. It's really like your own personal assistant inside of the Highlevel platform. So you can just simply click on Ask AI and have it do any one of these things. Hey, Ask AI, build me a funnel for a plumber that gathers lead information, and it'll do it. So Ask AI will actually go through, it understands what it takes to create a funnel. If it has any questions, it will ask you, hey, what's your funnel name? What's the purpose of this? It'll ask you all the questions that it needs and then begin executing. But let's just say you don't want to do that. You want to do something simple, handle the content. Maybe you want to create an image, a logo for your new client, and you just want to have AI generated to see how well it works. You can go through and say, Ask AI, say, hey, got a new client called Bobby's Landscaping, and I want to create a logo for Bobby's Landscaping, doesn't have a website. Please create me 3 different versions of this that includes some little cartoon guy in overalls pushing a lawnmower or something like that. So you would create that. You can use Ask AI, and then it will in turn go through and use the components inside of Highlevel, like Content AI, to create that content based upon your particular needs. You can have it say, hey, create a workflow that's going to send out a 10 email sequence where it sends out 1 email every day over the next 10 days. It can do stuff like that as well. And it's smart enough to know all the questions that it needs to ask inside of Highlevel, because Highlevel is going to ask you these anyway. If you go through and create it, like what do you want to name it? What steps? What emails do you want to send? Things like that. But it's becoming more and more popular, allowing you to sit back and give it a task and just let it run. Now, there is one thing about Ask AI is that it is limited by only being able to access by, I think agency admins right now. They're still working on allowing Ask AI to be at the admin level. If you're actually an admin in a sub account, they might have fixed that by now. But anyway, I'm going to show you how that works as well. So these are the components of AI Employee. And hopefully that's just a good enough overview right now to sit back and say, hey, do you understand all the components of AI Employee? Which ones you're going to need for certain tasks that your client has you? Your client may not use any of these. Me personally, I don't use funnel and website AIs a whole lot unless I'm demoing it for that kind of stuff, because you still have the templates, by the way. You can have AI build it, but you've got hundreds of templates inside of Highlevel that you can use for the websites as well. You don't have to have it necessarily created by AI. You can just use one of the templates, but you may not use all of these, but they're always here and available inside of the AI Employee framework for you to be able to use. Where is this stuff located? How do you find it? And where? So let me hop over to my other screen here and my other tab and show you. I'm going to go through voice AI, and then I'm going to keep coming back as we go through it here. So I want to blow this up a little bit just so you can see the menu a little bit better. You want the AI agents. Now the AI agents is where voice AI and conversation AI are going to be located, just so if you want to click on this, and I'm going to cover both of those while I'm here because they're on the same screen. So as you see across the top here, you have Agent Studio, Voice AI, Conversation AI, Knowledge Bases. By the way, this is the cool thing about Knowledge Base. Right now, I think there's only a limit. You can have up to 15 knowledge bases right now. If you take a look at this, I think I'm at quota of 14 out of 15. If you're looking to sign up with Highlevel, I provide, I think, 13 of these knowledge bases that I've already pre-built for you that has a lot of good, just generic FAQs for each one of these industries. So if you have electrician, plumber, landscaper, this AI knowledge base is really for your business. So if you're going to be generating an AI agency, you can actually use this AI knowledge base to answer questions when people call and go to your website. So I built that for me, as well as I've given it available to all of my affiliates as well. So right now, let's go ahead and move over to Voice AI. So here inside of Voice AI, you're going to have an agent list. And here we're going to see what we're already working on this one particular one I use for an example. So this right here would be an example of an agent, but if you want to create an agent, you would just simply click create. There's free ones out there if you want to be able to use. I just go ahead and customize it myself, but you can just do this, and just to show you what it looks like here, this is the interface. You would then go through and start programming it to determine the business, the company that you're at, what you want to do and things like that. So this is where the Voice AI is located. Conversation AI. If you come here and you want to go to agent list, this is where the agent list is right here. And again, if you want to create a bot, there are different types of bots you can do. You could do a flow-based or prompt-based, whichever one you want. So here you've got general FAQ, appointment booking. You can go to the marketplace to look for them. So all of these are available to you. You're just going to configure it, step through the wizard, determine what it is that you're looking to do. What channels do you want to have it monitor? SMS, you want to have it monitor Facebook Messenger, and then WhatsApp. Again, I'm not trying to dive into the details. I'm just trying to show you where things are here, just so you can go play with it yourself. So let's just do the next is going to be funnel and website AI. So let's go ahead and click on the sites on the left-hand side. Now here under funnels and websites, at the very top, you're going to see this button that says build with AI. Now, the cool thing about Highlevel is that the funnel and the website builder are the same. If you're not familiar with that, that way, whether you're building funnels or whether you're building websites, you have the same interface by which to design it, the same elements. So if you go to websites, notice that you just got this build with AI right here. So if I wanted to, I could just simply click on build with AI. What this is going to do is going to give me a couple of different things to choose from here. Now, over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit, but it's going to ask for a name. I'm just going to call it test for right now. But it's going to ask for the business niche. So right now, this is where you could choose what type of business it is, or you could specify other. But let's just say we're dealing with the home services business, plumbers, electricians, things like that. What's the goal of this website? You see, it's walking you through what the purpose of this is. Generate leads, book appointments, sell your products or service. And again, depending upon what you choose, it's going to build that for that specific purpose. So right now, let's just say we want to generate leads. Actually, let's just say, book appointments. So book appointments, who is my target audience? Individuals or consumers, that's going to be the target audience. What are you offering? And we're going to be saying products or service package. So you're going to be offering product or service. And then from there, you can just simply click generate. But I want to see if I can go one step further and just simply show you what customize it's like. So when you customize it, now you can come here and actually select your language. Multiple different languages, English, Spanish, French, all these different languages that you could choose from are available. But here's the one thing that I like, the tone. You can sit back and say, do you want this to be professional? Do you want it to be luxurious and premium, a little bit more shiny and glossy kind of thing? Or do you want to sit back minimalist and clean? So you can change all of this for whatever you want. If you just want to make it friendly, then that's what you're going to do. But one of the things, this right here is one way to move through it, the easiest way. The more complicated way, or dare I say the advanced way, is to click on the Build tab. And this is the same for funnels or for websites. So that's why I'm doing it here. But here's where you can sit back and just simply copy and paste a prompt. So if you're good with ChatGPT, you've worked on it, you've told it what you're looking for, maybe you say, hey, go look at this site over here and build a website very similar with all the pages and everything else and the same type of a look and feel as this site, then you can have ChatGPT build a script that's going to point to that particular website, build out, and you can just simply copy and paste it here. And rather than stepping to the wizard, it'll build it out. And the prompt just has to have all the information like what's the business name, what's the business phone number, email address, all that kind of stuff. And then they can put all that stuff in there for you. So this right here is pretty cool. If you deal with funnels and websites, you get things up and going pretty quickly. Next one is Reviews AI. Here, we're going to go back to the main menu. Down here, we're going to scroll down to the reputation area. Move down here, go to reputation. Once we're in reputation, now we're going to come over to, again, this right here is, there's a lot of pieces. This is the entire Google review reputation management part of it. But right now, I want to go to settings and come over here to this reviews area here. More specifically, when you start dealing with the reviews AI, this right here is how you can turn it on. This is how you could say automatically respond, wait time before sending. That way it doesn't respond automatically. So you can even have this set as an hour, even a day if you want to. But right now, this is one way to do it. And if you wanted to, you can actually come down here and these are all of your agents that are working. Now, why do you need different agents? Because each one of these agents responds to different events. And the cool thing is all you have to do is click on this button that says create starter agents, and it will create all of these for you. So you've got different agents handling different Google review star ratings, and they're responding in a different way. So now they're going to be responding with, hey, I'm so sorry that you've had a bad experience. What can we do to make this better, or contact us, or things like that? Now, if you don't want that to happen, you can have another workflow kick off for any stars under a certain rating. And then you could just simply have your own person that contacts the people directly regarding that. And then hopefully you can get that review fixed. And then once you fix it, you can ask them to go update the review, because Google will allow them to go into the review and update it from 2 stars to 5 stars once you fix that particular problem. But it does give you multiple different stars that you can have, and have multiple different agents with multiple different tones. So it's pretty cool and robust that you can configure this. Now, next thing we're dealing with here is the content AI. I told you with content AI, that's going to be in different places depending upon where you're actually using it. So right now, let's go into sites, blogs, and we're going to go through and go into a blog site, because we have to get into the blog site where we actually do a new post. And once we do a new post, then we can start using things like, if you take a look here, notice it's got the content AI button right up here on the toolbar. So you can just simply click content AI. This right here is where you can simply configure globally how you want the text and the responses for your business to be, the tone and the purpose of what you're doing all this for. So you can come here and select the type, what you're looking for. So all of this stuff is available. And this right here is both your text and your images that you can create in here. And you can create a number of different variations. You can change the tone of how you want this stuff to be. All of this stuff is available for you. So if you do a new post on the social planner, let me do that. So if you do this and let's just say we want to configure, I'm just going to choose an account here. But right now, if you look at this, it's got this Ask AI. This is the symbol, by the way, for Ask AI. We'll get to that in a minute. But let's just say you want to come here and actually create an image. So you would say create image using AI. And likewise, if you wanted to, you can create the same one for text here for the Ask AI. You can just generate the text with AI here. So you see it's just in different places, but the content AI is still available in different components. And it's also available at the inside of the funnel builder and the website builders workflow AI. I'll just show you where that one is real quick. So inside of the automations, this is actually pretty predominant if you create a workflow, and I'm going to start from scratch. Right here at the very top, this right here is your workflow AI. You can just simply use one of these categories. If you want to do lead nurturing, form automation, email campaigns, what is it that you're looking to do? It'll give you some help with that. If you take a look, it's pretty cool. When form is submitted, send SMS to lead, wait 5 minutes for response. If no response, call task. So that right there is an example of what you could put inside of a workflow AI. Click start, and then it will generate those steps inside the workflow for you. That could save you some time if you are looking to automate and at least get the major components of the thing built. Keep in mind, the biggest thing is actually creating the triggers, creating all the individual actions, where if you can have the AI do it for you, and that right there could save you 20 minutes. And now you just go in and manually configure the individual action items. That can save you a lot of significant time if you're looking to build workflows. Now, last one we've got is Ask AI. I want to show you that Ask AI is right here at the top. If you take a look here, this is this purple. Just look at these symbols, these sort of 3-star symbols. That's the symbol for Ask AI inside of Highlevel. And if you wanted to, just simply click on that. But this right here, what's on your mind, create a funnel to gather leads for Jimmy's plumber, whatever. So click on that, execute, and then that right there is all you need. And now it's going to be thinking. It's going to come back and potentially ask you some questions and stuff like that. I want to come here and log in as another user here. So one of the things is that if you log in as a regular user inside of it, notice that the Ask AI is not available. So those right there are all the components roughly of AI employee, what they're for, what they actually do, and where they're located inside of Highlevel. So again, if you're interested in this, a couple of things to note in the video description. There is a free course if you're interested. If you're just starting your own AI agency, there's a free course. Sign up. There's no upselling. I just simply give things away like I have in this video. Second, if you're looking to sign up for Highlevel, there's a 30-day free trial. Again, you get a ton of bonuses. Thank you so much, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.